1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Prime Minister, while addressing a ceremony regarding commercial launch of Russia-Kai prioritized special economic zone near Nowshera today, said the government's prudent economic policies have started yielding positive results. Minister for Planning and Development says the government has set growth target of 4.8% for the next fiscal year. Foreign Minister has reached Baghdad on a 3-day official visit to hold talks with Iraqi leadership on global and regional issues of mutual interest. On the occasion of Yom-e-Takbir being observed today, Foreign Office spokesperson says nation reaffirms its resolve to safeguard Pakistan's sovereignty, territorial integrity and independence against any form of aggression. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one more youth in Shopia district today. China has again urged Israel to put an end to violence against Muslim community and halt all settlement activities in Palestine. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government is taking all-out steps to incentivize investors for promotion of industrialization and exports in the country. He was addressing the ceremony of commercial launch of Russia-Kai prioritized special economic zone near Nowshera today. The Prime Minister said hurdles are being removed to facilitate the local and foreign investors to invest in Pakistan. He emphasized on establishing export-based industry in the country for wealth creation. He said the future of Pakistan lies in industrialization. Imran Khan said Russia-Kai Special Economic Zone is being established under CPEC. He said Pakistan has a great potential and it can learn a lot from the fast industrial growth of China. Referring to economic development, the Prime Minister said the country has been put on the right track as the economy has taken off after facing the most difficult times. The Prime Minister said the government's prudent economic policies have started yielding positive results and the 4% growth has surprised everyone. Imran Khan said the large-scale manufacturing sector is growing rapidly in the country, which is the biggest indicator of economic development. Earlier, addressing the ceremony, Chinese Ambassador Nong Rong said that Beijing is looking forward to work closely with Islamabad for investment in special economic zones to contribute to the Naya Pakistan initiative. He congratulated the Prime Minister, the government and the people of Pakistan on commercial launch of Russia-Kai Special Economic Zone. The ambassador said the Russia-Kai Special Economic Zone will not only accelerate economic progress but also create jobs for the youth in Pakistan. Russia-Kai prioritized Special Economic Zone is part of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor cluster. It is spread over about 1,000 acres of land, which is linked with CPEC route on M1 motorway and other districts of the province. That makes the project strategically significant. The government has set growth target of 4.8% for the next fiscal year. This was announced by Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar at a news conference in Islamabad today. He said the growth of 3.94% for the current fiscal year was driven by the productive sector. He said the government is ensuring quality and sustained growth. Asad Umar said the main pillars of growth for the next fiscal year will be exports, industries, construction, IT, agriculture, poultry and remittances. As regards the cotton crop, the Minister for Planning said it is estimated to be 10.50 million bales for the next year due to provision of quality seeds and pesticides to the farmers. He said we are also forecasting boost in electricity consumption due to increased industrial activity. He said the exports, which are expected to be $25.2 billion during the current fiscal year, are estimated to increase to $26.8 billion in the next fiscal year. Finance Minister Shaukat Tareen says he supports adopting all measures that can boost the industrial development, generate employment and help in extension of businesses. Chairing a meeting of the representatives of the beverage industry of Pakistan through video link today, he said any decision regarding taxation and relief to any industry will be taken after a careful analysis of all the facts. This is Radio Pakistan. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has arrived in Baghdad on a 3-day official visit to Iraq. During the visit, he will hold detailed discussions on bilateral cooperation with his Iraqi counterpart Fuad Hussein. The Foreign Minister will also review cooperation between the two countries in multilateral organizations, in particular the United Nations, its subsidiary organizations, and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. He will also exchange views on problems concerning Muslim Ummah as well as global and regional issues of mutual interest. Minister for Human Rights Shirin Mazari has said the adoption of resolution on Palestine by UN Human Rights Council is a major diplomatic success of Pakistan. Addressing a news conference along with Information Minister Chaudhry Fawad Hussain in Islamabad today, she said this resolution was initiated by Pakistan and supported by the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. The minister said this is a very important resolution as it received support from across all the regions. Shirin Mazari said it calls for establishment of an international independent investigation commission to probe into Israel's human rights violations against Palestinians. She pointed out that India abstained from voting on the resolution as it is committing the same blatant human rights violations in illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, which Israel is perpetrating on the Palestinian territory. Yom-e-Takbir is being observed today to commemorate historic nuclear tests Pakistan conducted on this day in 1998. The nuclear explosions, which were conducted in self-defense to respond to India's aggression of nuclear tests, made Pakistan's defense invincible. As a result, Pakistan became the first nuclear power in the Muslim world and seventh in the world. One of his spokespersons, Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry, says Pakistan is committed to continue working towards the promotion of environment of peace and stability at the regional and global levels. In a statement issued on the occasion of Yom-e-Takbir today, he said the nation reaffirms its resolve to safeguarding Pakistan's sovereignty, territorial integrity and independence against any form of aggression. The spokesperson said Pakistan has been actively contributing to international efforts for strengthening global norms on arms control, non-proliferation and disarmament, and follows latest international standards on export controls, nuclear safety and security at the national level. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops in their fresh act of state terrorism martyred one more youth in Shoppian district today. The troops martyred youth during a cordon and search operation in Ganopura area of the district. Meanwhile, in a statement in Srinagar, all parties with working Vice Chairman Ghulam Ahmad Gulzar said Modi-led fascist Indian regime is deliberately playing with lives of oppressed people of the territory by not providing them with COVID vaccines and basic amenities of life. China has once again urged Israel to put an end to violence against Muslim community, maintain present status quo of the holy sites in Jerusalem, and halt all settlement activities. Speaking at the UN Security Council session, China's permanent representative to United Nations, Yang Chen, asked the Council to take robust actions to address Palestinian issue as it bears primary responsibility for maintenance of international peace and security. Yang also urged both the parties to relaunch equal-footed dialogue at an early date to find a way to live in peace side by side. And finally, the weather. Hot and dry weather is likely to prevail over most parts of the country, while very hot and dry in central and lower plain areas during the next 12 hours. However, rain thunderstorm is expected in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Gilgit-Baltistan. Due to extreme heat, dust, storm, gusty winds are expected in plain areas of the country in the afternoon. To end the news, here once again are the main points. Prime Minister, while addressing a ceremony regarding commercial launch of Russia-Kai prioritized special economic zone near Nowshera today, said the government's prudent economic policies have started yielding positive results. Minister for Planning and Development says the government has set growth target of 4.8% for the next fiscal year. Foreign Minister has reached Baghdad on a 3-day official visit to hold talks with Iraqi leadership on global and regional issues of mutual interest. On the occasion of Yom-e-Takbir being observed today, Foreign Office spokesperson says nation reaffirms its resolve to safeguard Pakistan's sovereignty, territorial integrity and independence against any form of aggression. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of